Welcome back to my channel JBR Online Classes. Like, share and subscribe my channel. So hello everyone, now in this video I am going to start from sum number 13 from the exercise here 19.4. For the previous sum, please check the description box, the link will be there. Okay, so in sum number 13, the center of a circle. The center of a circle, it's C, that is 2 alpha minus 1 and 3 alpha plus 1 as the coordinate. And it passes through the point, first point here A, that is minus 3 minus 1, and the second point, only the first point. If the diameter of the circle of its length, it's 20 units, then find the value of alpha. Okay, so as you know here, the diameter equal to 20 units, and you know radius is half of the diameter, that means radius equal to here 10 units. Okay, and as C is the center, A is a point on the circumference, then definitely AC will be the radius of that circle. Okay, AC will be the radius of that circle. So root over here minus 3, then minus 2 alpha plus 1 whole square, and here also minus 1 minus 3 alpha minus 1 whole square, that equal to 10 units. Okay, so now if you square both sides, you will get here minus 2 alpha minus 2 whole square plus here minus 3 alpha minus 2 whole square, that equal to 100. Okay, because 10 square equal to 100. Now if you common minus, it will be 2 alpha plus 2 whole square, and here also 3 alpha plus 2 whole square, that equal to 100. Now here you can apply the formula A plus B whole square formula, and from that you will get here 4 alpha square plus 2 into 2, 4 into 8, so 8 alpha plus 4. This one equal to 9 alpha square, then 12 alpha plus 4, that equal to 100. Okay, so 4 and 9, that equal to 13 alpha square. So 13 alpha square, here 4 alpha and 12 alpha, that equal to 20 alpha, and here 4 plus 4 8, then minus 100, it will be minus 92, that equal to 0. Okay, so now if you factorize this equation, you will get alpha minus 2, and the another one 13 alpha plus 46, that equal to 0 by middle term factorization method. Okay, alpha minus 2 into 13 alpha plus 46, that equal to 0 by middle term factorization method. So from that you can easily write down alpha equal to 2 or alpha equal to minus 46 by 13. Alpha equal to 2 or alpha equal to minus 46 by 13 as your answer. Now sum number 14. In sum number 14, using the distance formula, show that here A 3 1, B 6 4 and C 8 6 are collinear. Okay, so that means here A, B, C are all lie on the same straight line. Okay, collinear means 3 points lie on the same straight line. So here to show that these 3 points are collinear, you have to remember that if the sum of any two lines, is equal to the third line, then it will be collinear. Okay, suppose here A point, B point and C point. Suppose A, B, C. Now if here AB plus BC, okay, this point AB, the length of this one is equal, and the addition of BC, so AB plus BC is equal to AC, then you can say that here A, B and C are collinear points. But we don't know where exactly the position of the point. So first you have to find out the length of AB, BC and CA. So here the length of AB equal to 6 minus 3, that is 3 square, 4 minus 1, that equal to 3 square. So it will be here 9 plus 9, that means root 18. Next one here BC equal to 8 minus 6, that means 2 square, 6 minus 4, that is 2 square. So it will be root 8. And the third one here CA equal to here 8 minus 3, it will be 5 square. Okay, and then it will be also 5 square. Now it will be here 25 25, so 50. Okay, so now root 18, root 18 means 3 root 2, root 8 means 2 root 2, and here it will be 5 root 2. Okay, now if you add here AB plus BC, that equal to 3 root 2 plus 2 root 2, that means 5 root 2, and that equal to AC or CA. Okay, so that means here A, B and C are collinear points. Now sum number 15. Check whether the points, the first one is 5 minus 2, second one 6, 4 and the third one 7 minus 2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Now you know that isosceles triangle means two sides of a triangle are equal. So first you have to find out the three sides of the triangle. Suppose this one A, this one B, this one C. So here AB equal to 6 minus 5, that means 1 square. Then 4 minus, here also minus, so it will be plus. So 4 plus 2, 6, that means 36. So it will be root 37. Next one BC. BC equal to 7 minus 6, so 1. And then minus 4 minus 2, it's minus 6, that means also 36. So it will be 37. And now the third one is CA. So for CA 7 minus 5, that is 2. So 2 square means 4. And then minus 2, here plus 2, it will be 0. So that equal to 4. Now as here these two sides are equal, that means AB equal to BC. So you can say that here ABC or these 3 points are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Now next one, sum number 16. In sum number 16, name the type of triangle formed by here A 5 6, B minus 4 minus 2 and C, that is 7 5. So first you have to find out the length of three sides. So it will be minus 4 plus 5, then 1. So 1 square means 1. Minus 2 minus 6, that means minus 8. So minus 8 whole square, it will be 64. So root over 65. Then here BC equal to 7 minus, so here plus, that means 7 plus 4, it's 11. So 11 means 121. Then 5 plus 2, that equal to 7 means 49, and that equal to 170. Now the third one CA equal to 7, then minus, and here also minus, so it will be plus, that means 12 square. So 12 square means 144. Then 5 minus 6, that equal to minus 1, that means 1. So it will be 145. Now here AB not equal to BC not equal to CA. That means the length of three sides are not equal. So it would be a scalene triangle. Okay, so it would be a scalene triangle. That means these three are the vertices of a scalene triangle. Now next, sum number 17. Show that the points, here the points are 1 1. For B it will be minus 1 minus 1, and for C minus root 3 and root 3 form an equilateral triangle. So what is the properties of equilateral triangle? That means all sides will be equal. So here first AB. So AB equal to minus 1 minus 1, that means minus 2 whole square, it's 4. Again minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2, so it will be 4, that means root 8. Next one here BC. So for BC minus root 3 and plus 1. Okay, so you have to write down minus root 3 plus 1 whole square, and the last one will be here root 3 plus 1 whole square. Okay, so now here a square minus b square formula, it will be 3 minus 2 root 3 plus 1, here 3 plus 1 plus 2 root 3. So 2 root 3 cancel out, 3 plus 3 6, 7 and 8. So it equal to root 8. Now the third one CA. So for CA same thing, minus root 3 minus 1 whole square, and again root 3 minus 1 whole square. Okay, so now if you break it down, you will get here as same as the previous one. So we will get also here 3 plus 1 plus 3 and plus 1, and 2 root 3 will be cancelled out because both are will be in negative sign. Sorry, one is positive sign and another one is negative sign. So now that one equal to also root 8. So from that one you can say here AB equal to BC equal to CA. So it's an equilateral triangle and it's proved. Now sum number 18. Show that the points 7, 10, then minus 2, 5 and the third one 3, minus 4 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. Suppose this one ABC. So isosceles triangles means any two sides will be equal, and to prove it's a right angle triangle you have to prove the Pythagoras theorem. So first find out here AB. AB equal to minus 2 minus 7, that means minus 9. So minus 9 whole square, it will be 81. Then 5 minus 10 minus 5 whole square, that equal to 25. So 81 plus 25, that is 106. Next one BC. For BC 3 minus, so here also minus, so plus, that means 3 plus 2 5. So 5 square means 25. Minus 4 minus 5, it's minus 9, that means 81. So 25 plus 81, again 106. Now the last one, that is CA. 3 minus 7, it means minus 4. Minus 4 whole square, 16. And the next one, minus 4 minus 10. Okay, minus 14. Minus 14 whole square, it's 196. So that equal to 212. Now here AB equal to BC. That means it's an isosceles triangle. You also prove that it's an isosceles right angle triangle. So as here AB square plus BC square, that equal to 106 whole square plus 106 whole square, and that equal to 212. Okay, because 106 root over whole square equal to 106, from that 106. So that means 212. You can write down also this one, root over 212 whole square, and that equal to CA square. Now according to the Pythagoras theorem, here if AB is the perpendicular or BC is the base, then AB square plus BC square, that means perpendicular square plus base square, that equal to hypotenuse square. So here ABC is a isosceles right angle triangle where AB is the perpendicular, BC is the base, and this one is the hypotenuse, and also AB equal to BC. It's proved. Now sum number 19. The points here A 0, 3, B minus 2A and C minus 1, 4. So these 3 points are the vertices of a right angle triangle. Okay, find the value of A. So first you have to find out the value of A, that equal to minus 2 minus 0, that means minus 2 whole square, so 4, and it would be here A minus 3 whole square. Next BC. BC equal to here minus 1 then plus 2, that means 1 only, so 1 square means 1, and next one here 4 minus A whole square. Now the third one, and third one is CA. So for CA minus 1 0, it will be minus 1 whole square, that means plus 1. 4 minus 3 1, that means also 1. So here CA equal to root 2. Now as here ABC are the vertices of a right angle triangle, so then by Pythagoras theorem, okay, then by Pythagoras theorem you can say that perpendicular square plus base square, that equal to hypotenuse square. So that means now you have to find out which one is your perpendicular, which one is your base, and which one is your hypotenuse. So first do it one thing, first find out the square of these 3 lengths. So here that one will be A minus 3 whole square plus 4. Then BC square equal to 4 minus A whole square plus 1, and then CA square equal to 2. Okay, now if you again break this AB square, you will get here A minus 3, that means A square minus 2 into 3, so it's 6A plus 9 plus 4, and that equal to A square minus 6A plus 13. Then here BC square equal to 16 minus 8A plus A square plus 1, so it will be A square minus 8A, and that equal to 17. Okay, and CA square equal to 2. So now according to Pythagoras theorem, here AB square plus AC square. So suppose here AB square equal to this one, A square minus 6A plus 13, and that equal to, sorry, plus 2. So it would be A square minus 6A plus 15, because 13 plus 2, that equal to 15, and which is equal to here BC square, that means this one. So A square minus 8A plus 17. Okay, now here A square will be cancelled out, and from that here 2a equal to 17 minus 15, that equal to 2. So from that A equal to 1 as your answer. Now sum number 19 is as same as sum number 18, so I hope you can solve it. So here sum number 20. In sum number 20, show that the points, first one 0 minus 1, second one minus 2 3, third one 6 7, and the last one here 8 3 are taken in order. So here A, B, C, D are the name of the points, are the vertices of our rectangle. Now what is the properties of rectangle? The properties of a rectangle, that is the opposite side will be equal. So if you prove that the opposite side of the quadrilateral will be equal, then it would be a rectangle. So here first you have to find out AB. Okay, so AB here, the value of AB, that means minus 2 minus 0, so it will be minus 2 whole square, so 4. Then 3 here plus 1, so 4 square, that means 16, so that equal to root 20. Next one BC. BC equal to here 6 plus 2, that means here 8, so 64. 7 minus 3, that equal to 4, that means 16. So, okay, so 64 plus 16, that equal to root 80. Now root 80 means 4 root 5, and root 20 means you can write down here 2 root 5. Okay, now next one CD. So here CD equal to 8 minus 6, that means 4, because 2 square. Then 3 minus 7, that means 4 square, so 16, that equal to also root 20, that means 2 root 5. Now the last one DA. DA equal to 8 minus 0, that means 64, because 8 square, and 3 plus 1 4, that means 4 square, so that equal to 80, so that equal to 4 root 5. Okay, so that means here AB equal to CD, and here BC equal to DA. Now in a parallelogram, always remember that in a rectangle the opposite sides are equal, but in the parallelogram also the opposite sides are equal. So here if you want to prove this is a rectangle, so you also find out the diagonal. Here the diagonal will be AC. So AC means 6 minus 0, that means 36, because 6 square. Then 7 plus 1 8, that means 64, so that equal to root 100. Okay, and the last one here second diagonal BD. So here BD equal to 8 minus 100. Okay, 8 here plus 2, so 10 square, that means 100, and the next one 3 minus 3, that means 0, so that equal to also 100. Now you have to remember that the diagonal of the rectangle is always equal, but the diagonal of the parallelogram, it's not equal. So here the opposite sides equal and also the diagonal equal, that means here ABCD is a rectangle. Okay, and now you have to find out the area. You know the formula, length into breadth. So here AB or CD will be the length or breadth, so that means 2 root 5 into 4 root 5, that equal to 4 into 2 8 into 5, that equal to 40 square units. Okay, so 40 square units is your answer. Now next one, sum number 21. Here P 2 minus 1, Q 3 4, R minus 2 3, and the last one S here minus 3 minus 2. So these are the 4 points in a plane. Show that PQRS is a rhombus but not a square. Find the area of the rhombus. Now all of you know that what is the difference between rhombus and a square. In a square, 4 sides equal and also 2 diagonals also equal. But in the rhombus, 4 sides equal but diagonals are not equal. That means here you have to find out length of PQ, QR, RS and PS. Okay, that means all the sides and also the two diagonals, that means PR and QS. Okay, so first find out PQ. PQ means here 3 minus 2, that is 1, so 1 square 1, then 4 plus 1 5, 5 square means 25, so that equal to root 26. Next one QR, minus 2 minus 3 minus 5 whole square, that means 25, 3 minus 4 1 whole square, that means here also 26. Next one PQ over now RS. RS equal to minus 3 plus 2, that means minus 1 whole square, so 1, minus 2 minus 3, that means minus 5 whole square, that equal to 25, so again root 26. And similarly you will also get SP equal to also root 26. So now all sides are equal, that means here PQ is PQ is a square or a rhombus. Now you have to difference from this one. So here first you have to find out PR. So PR is the first diagonal, that means minus 2 minus 2, it's minus 4, so it will be 16 because minus 4 whole square. Next one 3 plus 1, that is 4, so also 16, that equal to 32. Now next one QS, another diagonal, minus 3 minus 3, it's minus 6, minus 6 whole square, it's 36. So okay, minus 6 whole square 36. And next one minus 2 minus 4, that means again minus 6, so it will be also 36, that equal to 72. That means here PR not equal to QS. So here you can write down PQRS is a rhombus, because in square the diagonals will be equal. Now you have to also find out the area of the rhombus. So according to the formula of the area of the rhombus, that equal to half into PR into QS, that means multiplication of two diagonals. So half into here root 32, that means 4 into 8 or 6 into 2, so it becomes 4 root 2, and here 72, that means here also 6 root 2 because 36 into 2. So now 2 cancel out with this one, so you will get here 6 into 2, that means here 6 into 2, so 12 into root 2 into root 2, that means 2, so 24 square units is your answer. Now sum number 22, you have to prove that ABCD is a square. You know that the properties, first you have to find out all the sides, and all the sides will be equal, and also you have to find out the diagonals, two diagonals, and in that case two diagonals will be also equal. Then you can say that ABCD is a square. So I hope you can solve it. Now next one, in sum number 23, name the type of the quadrilateral formed by the joining of the points. Give reason of your answer. Okay, so there will be two questions. The first one, here are the 4 points. 4 points are minus 1 minus 2, then 1 0, then minus 1 2, and the last one is here minus 3 0. So that means here you have to find out all the sides. Okay, so first here A B C D, then here AB equal to 1 plus 1, that means 2, so 4, 0 minus plus 2, that will be also 4, that is equal to root 8. Okay, now next one, if we find out the value of here also BC, so BC equal to root over minus 1 minus 1, that is minus 2, that is also 4, 2 minus 0, it's also 4, that equal to root 8. Okay, now next CD equal to minus 3 here plus 1, so it would be 2 square means 4, then 0 minus 2 also 4, that equal to root 8. Okay, that means all sides are equal. Now the last one, here the last one is DA. So for DA, here also minus 3 minus 1, so it's also 4 plus 4. Okay, that means all sides are equal, so it might be a square or a rectangle. Now what you have to do, you have to find out the diagonals. So here AC is the first diagonal, and minus 1 plus 1 it will be 0, so 0 square 0, then 2 plus 2, that equal to 4, so here that equal to 4, so 4 square means here 16. Okay, 4 square means 16, so write down here 16, and then root 16 means 4. Okay, root 16 means 4. Now the next one is what would be BD? So BD, in BD minus 3 minus 1, so minus 4 whole square, that means again 16, that equal to 4. Okay, so that means here AB equal to BC equal to CD equal to DA, all sides are equal, and again AC equal to BD, that means two diagonals are equal, so you can say this one is a square. Okay, because this is the properties of a square, and if it is rhombus, then here AC not equal to BD, that is the difference. So now this is the last problem. So guys, if you like my video, please share this video and please subscribe my channel. So here sum number 24. In sum number 24, find the coordinates of the circumcenter of the triangle, okay, whose vertices are 8, 6, 8 minus 2 and 2 minus 2. So that means here you have to find out the circumcenter, okay, that means 0. So first mark it here, O is the circumcenter, and here x comma y, okay, x comma y is the coordinate of that one. So first if you joined here OA, so OA is a radius, OB also radius, and OC also the radius. So first find out here OA. So OA equal to here root over x minus 8 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square. Clear? Now next one OB. OB equal to here root over x minus 8 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square. Now as OA is equal to OB, so you can write down here OA square equal to also OB square. And from that here x minus 8 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square is equal to x minus 8 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square. So now here x minus 8 will be cancelled out from the both side. So first here y square minus 12y plus 36, that equal to y square plus 4y, and that one equal to here 4. So y square cancel out, then minus 12y minus 4y minus 16y, and here 4 minus 36, that is minus 32 again, and that equal to 2. So here y equal to 2. Now similarly here first you have to find out OC also. So in that case OC equal to root over OC, okay, that means x minus 2 whole square plus here y plus 2 whole square, okay, x minus 2 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square. Now here also OB is equal to with OC, that means OB square. So you can write down just here x minus 8 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square, and here also x minus 2 whole square plus y plus 2 whole square. Okay, so now if you want to cancel out y plus 2 whole square in both sides, you can do it. So here x square minus 16x plus 64, that equal to x square minus 4x plus 4. X square cancel out. So 16 and 4, it's minus 12x, that would be 60. So here x equal to 5. Okay, so from that x equal to 5, that means the coordinate of xy, the coordinate of xy that is 5 comma 2. Okay, so here the coordinate of this point circumcenter, it's 5 comma 2. Now you have to also find out its circumradius, that means you have to find out any one, OA, OB or OC. So just put the value in the given equation. Suppose here OA. So if x equal to 5, then 5 minus 8. Okay, if x equal to 5, then 5 minus 8, what will be? It will be minus 3. So minus 3 whole square, that means 9. Next one here 2 minus 6, that means minus 4. Minus 4 whole square, it's 16. So that equal to root over 25. And you know that root 25 means 5. So 5 units is the radius of the circumradius. Okay, so 5 units is your answer.